The officials of the government said that was contradicting and jeopardizing the entire operation, but Musa was able to be rehired again by Mombasa governor after he got here and gave a South African company that is offering diving services will be working now with Musa, that is under the county government of Mombasa. Mombasa County is doing this recovery operation of its own, but also there's also the team from the government under several other agencies. I heard Governor Joho saying that for both of the teams, while conducting the operations, they'll be sharing these coordinates and the results of the search and rescue, search and recovery operation. What they'll be able to get, they'll combine and of course give a proper directive on what will be next. I've also already seen that the tugboat from the Kenya Ports Authority is already out and is currently maneuvering and going around the channel trying to take positions. Remember, there are 9 key positions right now they're trying now to focus on after they concluded the 5 that were announced yesterday by Lieutenant Colonel Lawrence, and right now we're waiting also for the government officials to arrive and to try and get the scope of the operations today. But remember, also yesterday they said that the ferry services will be also halted during several hours to also give room for the divers to participate, or rather to partake in the recovery exercise. So also the government urged the commuters to bear with the situation and telling them to try and reschedule some of their journeys, or rather try to be early, so that once the ferries close from as early as 10 a.m. to at least 12, because they said that they'll be closing, or rather halting the operations for at least 2 hours for them to be able to dive. But as I said, the tides are currently high, but we're here waiting for the officials and divers to arrive so that they can be able to begin another day of trying to retrieve the bodies of Amanda and her mother Mariam. Olive, we're still here, we're pitching tent here, and we'll be updating our viewers as soon as we get any latest update concerning the search and recovery operation happening here at the Likoni channel in Mombasa. Back to you, Olive. Well, of course, those are also the same sentiments that Mombasa Governor Hassan Joho himself categorically said yesterday, and urging the Ministry of Transport to start probing the possible lapses that could have led to the tragedy that occurred on Sunday. And Joho said that the heads should start rolling, and he actually mentioned the names of some of the key management officials at the Kenya Ferry, accusing them of negligence. Joho categorically also stating that MV Harambee is one of the ferries that have been operating here for quite some time now, and the ferry is faulty and without ramps actually. And Joho said that why would the management or the officials of the KFS wait until a disaster occurs so that they take action? Joho saying that those are the sentiments that of course other leaders from the region want to see the measures taken by the government to also hold some people accountable, because this ferry services is what is a mode of transport depended on by very many people. Thousands and thousands of the coast residents are traversing between the island and the mainland, accessing both Kwale and Mombasa County. So we are expecting to hear the direction from the Ministry of Transport, but of course also Olive, regarding that matter, we received information yesterday, but we're still yet to confirm that, I'm sure. So those are some of the issues that we'll be asking Esther Koimet. We heard that the Ministry of Transport under James Macharia is currently working on ways to try and probe how the incident occurred and why. We also got information that officers from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations have already been dispatched to the scene, and they're also part of the investigations to also probe how and why the tragedy occurs and try to address the lapses and so as to ensure that such kind of tragedies never occur again. Olive, also the Kenya Ferry management also says that they've outlined the short-term and long-term measures to ensure that they address such kind of tragedies, which includes grounding faulty ferries. But of course, we're yet to see all that, and we're yet to get the proper direction from the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructure. Olive. Tuko out.
Umenyoa?
Umenyoa.
Wewe umenyoa haraka aje?
Sasa tu, lakini lazima nitapata hapa kidogo.
Fanya. Izime.